tonight, Florida is suing the Food and Drug Administration.
Governor Ron DeSantis announced the legal action this morning. And as our Forrest Saunders reports tonight, he claims the federal agency is delaying the state's attempt to import cheaper prescription drugs from Canada.
Governor Ron DeSantis announced the legal action in an empty Lakeland warehouse on Wednesday morning. This is the facility that the state had hoped to fill with prescription drugs imported from Canada, but it hasn't happened yet. Florida signed the Canadian Prescription Drug Importation Program into law back in 2019.
All right, it's done.
It allows state-subsidized health programs like Medicaid to import much cheaper Canadian drugs for diabetes, HIV, Hep C, and other illnesses, a potential taxpayer savings of $150 million a year. But there's a big problem. Florida needs the FDA to sign off first.
After 630 days, we still sit here waiting for an answer. And so it's our view that we've waited long enough. And so today we're taking action.
In the state's complaint filed in a Tampa federal court, Florida says the FDA failed to consider the program, quote, within a reasonable time. Also, that it hasn't honored Freedom of Information requests to find out why.
So we're asking a federal judge to order the FDA to put an end to that delay and to approve Florida's program.
An FDA official said the agency doesn't comment on pending litigation, but cited a web page suggesting officials are making progress on creating a, quote, statutory pathway for states wanting imports. The last update was in March.
There is no way that the FDA is intentionally doing anything that's going to hurt Florida.
Florida Ag Commissioner and former candidate for Governor Nikki Fried dismissed DeSantis' lawsuit as little more than an effort to stir up controversy.
So if the governor truly wants to make an impact and wants to do things, then he needs to put his ego aside and stop figuring out how we can get those, clickbait stories and those press conferences and actually figure out a way to work with Washington, D.C.
Both the former and current president have backed state import programs in concept. Biden even signed an executive order in support last year, yet Florida still waits for an answer. Time will tell if Wednesday's lawsuit changes things. One further hurdle with this import program is whether or not Canada will be on board with it. There is some question as to whether or not the nation will support the export of drugs that could cause a shortage up north. That's the latest out here at the Capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.